Hi guys, it's Emily, and today I'm going to do a video for you that I think is like kind of unique. Well, I don't know. Never heard of anyone doing it before, but probably people have, But I'm basically going to do a tutorial of like a basic like teenage summer kind of like easy makeup look for beginners, because when I started watching all these videos on YouTube, like I had no idea what half the stuff people said meant and like how to do stuff. So this is going to be really basic, and I'm going to like explain why you have to do stuff. So yeah, and I'm going to try to use all drugstore products. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to moisturize your face. And the one I usually use is a drugstore moisturizer. It's Jergens Natural Glow, but it's a facial moisturizer because it's really good for summer. It gives you a nice gradual tan, but it's downstairs, so I'm just going to use this Clean and Clear Morning Burst, or no, not Morning Burst, Clean and Clear Oil-Free Moisturizer. Morning Glow, yeah. And it's important that you get an oil-free one, or else your face might turn up kind of shiny, especially if you already have oily skin. And you definitely want one with SPF, because it's really, really important to protect your skin from sunburn, or else you can get skin cancer. So you're just going to put that all over your face. Make sure you don't put too much on so that you can like use concealer. So the concealer that I'm going to use is a CoverGirl. I don't know what it's called because it wore off, but it looks like this. And it's just like a little concealer with a little spongy applicator like this. So if you want, you can use this to conceal blemishes on your face if you have a zit or something. So you can use this kind for zits, or you can use green concealer because that cancels out the red in your face, but that's kind of hard to use when you're a beginner. So I'm just going to use this and put it if I see any spots. Okay. Then you can use your finger if you don't have a brush. And you want to use your pinky finger because it's the lightest and it'll tap it in the lightest. But I have a concealer brush. This is from e.l.f. and it only costs $1. So, and you're just going to tap it in lightly. And you should make sure you can't see like the edges of where you blended it in. Okay, also with this concealer, if you want, you can put it under your eyes, and I usually do this because I have kind of like defined like blue under my eye here, so I usually just put it right there in a little like L shape, kind of J shape, I don't know. And I'm just going to take the brush again and just tap. Next, if you have some shininess on your face and you want to get rid of that, you can get rid of it by using a powder. And sometimes you'll see that people put on foundation, like liquid foundation, but I don't use that step because for young people, I don't think you need foundation, and it kind of like clogs your pores a lot, so I wouldn't recommend using it. So I'm going to use this L'Oreal True Match powder. My color is Alabaster. And then you're going to want to take a kabuki brush. If you don't have a kabuki brush, then you can use like a big powder brush like these. And if you don't have any of that, I mean, you can just use your finger and put it in here, and like if your nose is kind of shiny, pat it onto your nose. And sometimes it comes with a little, wait, where's the thing? Sometimes it comes with a little powder puff like this, and then you can use that to put it on. But it's really a lot better if you use a brush, because it won't be so packed onto your face as much. It'll be more light. So if you have any areas you want to mattify, that means just to like take away shininess, you're just going to want to kind of buff this over it, kind of push in, and blend it down onto your neck. Next, for blush, I'm going to use this NYC Color Wheel. It's really cheap. It's in Pink Cheek Glow. But mine's broken, as you can see, so it's going to be kind of hard to use. But this is like one of the first blushes I had, and I got a new one, and then it broke. But anyway, for this is like a basic blush color, so that's good. But for this, you're going to need a blush brush, and you can use either like a rounded top one like this, or an angled one, or sometimes there's flat top ones, whatever you prefer. And sometimes it comes with a little blush applicator, like this. Different blushers will come with little brushes, and if you want you can use that, but I find it easier to use a bigger brush. So for your blush, you're just going to take some on your brush like this, and you're going to tap it, because if you put it on just like that, it's going to be really powdery and there's going to be a lot of color. Okay, so for your blush, you're going to smile, and then you're going to put it right on the apples of the cheek, which is right here. And I usually just tap it to put on the apples. So, okay, so it's important to put it on the apples and not all around, because you look like a little doll if you put it like in a big circle here. So just put it on the very apples of your cheeks. It'll make you look really happy. And then I wouldn't really dip it in again to get more, but with what's left on the brush, just bring it from the apple back up like to above your ear, right on your cheekbone here, to just kind of bronzer. You can use a bronzer if you want, but I don't really like bronzers because I'm so fair-skinned. It's really hard to find one that looks good on me, but if you were going to use a bronzer, you could use, well, I kind of like this Essence one because it's bronzing pearls. This isn't really a beginner technique, but anyway, if you were going to take bronzer, I would take an angled brush, like a bronzing brush like this, and then just get some bronzer onto the brush and put it underneath the blush right here going back, because this is going to contour your cheeks in.